The week before forever. This is a true story. The events took place in the United States. We were supposed to get married on a Saturday. 5 years together, 1 year engaged, and 1 week away from saying I do. Everything was ready, the dress hanging in the closet, the flowers ordered, the playlist chosen. My family was flying in, his mother had been crying happy tears for days, and everyone kept saying how perfect we were for each other. And maybe we were, perfect on paper. He's a good man. Kind, funny in his own quiet way, steady. The kind of person everyone said I'd be lucky to marry. And for a long time, I believed that too. I thought love was supposed to feel safe, predictable, calm. After all, we'd been together for 5 years, surely that meant something, right? But as the wedding got closer, something inside me began to shift. It started small, a knot in my stomach every time someone said, "You must be so excited." I'd smile, nod, pretend. But the truth was, I wasn't. I was terrified. At first, I told myself it was just nerves. Cold feet, it happens to everyone. But the feeling didn't go away. It grew louder, heavier, until it followed me everywhere, into my sleep, into the dress fittings, even into the church during rehearsal. One night, about a week before the wedding, I couldn't sleep. I got up and walked around our apartment. The invitations were on the table, our photos framed on the walls, 5 years of shared moments staring back at me. And suddenly, I realized something that shattered me. I didn't see a future there. Not because he wasn't good enough, but because somewhere along the way, I'd stopped being in love. It wasn't one big thing. It was the quiet kind of ending, the kind you don't notice until you wake up one day and realize you're pretending. I sat on the floor, crying for hours, because I knew what I had to do. I knew that staying would be easier, it would make everyone happy, it would avoid the chaos, the shame, the questions. But the thought of walking down that aisle, of promising forever when my heart wasn't in it, that terrified me even more. So I told him. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I'll never forget the look on his face, confusion, pain, disbelief. He asked me if there was someone else. There wasn't. There never was. It wasn't about someone new. It was about me, about realizing that marrying him would have been a beautiful lie. We sat there in silence for a long time. Then he nodded, tears in his eyes, and said, "I guess I deserve someone who's sure." And he was right. The days after were empty. Quiet. I returned the dress, called the venue, canceled everything. People whispered, asked why, tried to understand. But how do you explain something you barely understand yourself? It's been weeks since the day that should have been my wedding day. I keep wondering what it would have felt like to walk down that aisle, and then I remind myself that not doing it was an act of courage, not failure. I loved him once. Maybe a part of me always will. But love isn't about staying out of fear or obligation. It's about truth. And the truth is, I didn't want that life anymore. So I chose to walk away. Not toward someone else, not toward certainty, but toward myself. And maybe one day, I'll find a love that feels like coming home. But this time, it'll be because I chose it, not because it was expected. What do you think about this story? The real person behind it would love to hear from you. Comment below. Like and subscribe. Everyone holds memories that deserve to be heard. If there's a moment you've lived, about love, loss, change, or anything that left a mark, email me your story. I'll tell it here, anonymously and with care.